Hey guys, I'm back in Copenhagen for Fashion Week and I forgot my tiny mic. So I have this little contraption to shoot YouTube videos. I'm so excited to be back. Today is day one and this year we're having like gorgeous sunshiny weather. Last year it rained and was cold the entire time. I'm really excited for my first day. I'm just excited to be here. And today I have two shows. I'm going to see Electra Rosenchild, I think is how you say it, Rothschild. I'm going to see Electra Rothschild and Rolf Ekroft tonight. Hi from Copenhagen. It's day 3 of Fashion Week and I'm having such a good time. I just came back from Deadwood and last season when I was here, I also went to their show and I've like totally fallen in love with their brand. So like one of the things you need to know about Copenhagen Fashion Week is that it's sustainable and all the brands who show are sustainable brands, and there's like a bunch of like proof that they have to give to Fashion Week that they're sustainable enough to show at this Fashion Week. So it's really cool because like going to every show, like I know that this is clothing that I could buy and that I can like share with you guys and like feel good about because I know it's sustainable to a certain extent, to the extent that fashion can be sustainable at all, right? And one of the cool things also about this Fashion Week is that like they encourage you to use sustainable modes of transport like bikes and subway or like the metro instead of cars, which is really cool too. Like even on my invite for the show today at the bottom, they were like, we encourage you to not use cars to get to and from the show. Like we encourage you to use a bike or public transit. And like Copenhagen is a bike city. Like everybody bikes here. There's like bike lanes everywhere. The bikes even have their own lights in some intersections. And like everywhere you go, there's just bikes parked. And it's not like messy though. It's not like you can't use the sidewalk because it's so well organized for bikes. It's really, really nice. But back to the shows. So today I saw Deadwood and really, really loved the show. It's a streetwear brand, but they've done a really cool job of just like the styling for the show was really good. The atmosphere was good. They played Bohemian Like You as the second song. And I was like, ah, and I feel like they were really showing us like this is the new Bohemian and their fashion and like what we used to think of Bohemian, like this is the new one. And I was here for it. I was very, very here for it. Some of the other highlights for me were on my first day, I saw Rolf Ekroth and absolutely loved that show. I think it's going to become a heritage brand. The designer is from Finland and they do such a good job of incorporating like traditional Finnish clothing design, like embroidery, and their culture into the brand that already makes it feel so heritage, even though it's a very, very young brand. Like Rolf has such a distinct voice through his clothing because he explores so much of his culture, and I love his collections and I love the way that he presents his clothes to the world. Really, really enjoyed it. And then the second show that night was also a highlight for me. It was Electra Rothschild, I Am Masculina, and it was such a fun show. It was outside, it was open completely to the public, so there was just like a really big community feel to the whole show. And it wasn't traditional. There was no like traditional runway that the models were walking down. The first people came in on literal motorcycles and like drove around, and the set was built vertically. It was just really cool. I did a whole TikTok on it, so if you want to know more about that show or Rolf or Deadwood, I did full TikToks on them, so you can go find those. This year we've had amazing weather. Last season it was like cold and rainy, and I was like, it's August, so I packed so many warm weather clothes and froze. This season it's the opposite. I've been sweating. Like I checked the weather, of course, before I came, so I was like, it's gonna be warmer this time, but like I have trauma from last season when it was so cold, and switched up to rain like half of the way through the week. But it's been so warm. I've been just like sweating. Yesterday I was on a show that was on top of a roof, and there was not a cloud in the sky, no trees around, and the sun was just like beating down on me. And of course I love to layer, so I'm wearing like a bodysuit, a blazer, a pair of jeans, a skirt over the jeans, like tights, because one of the legs on my skirt was like cut off. I was like, I'm melting. But yeah, I'm really excited for my show tonight as well. I'm going to Baum und Puffergarten. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it sounds like I am, but that's probably delusion. And I'm really excited for that. And tomorrow I'm going to another show, Hans Copenhagen, and I'm really, really excited for that. If you don't know who that is, you know this iconic like image of Julia Fox where she's wearing the shirt that's a hand around her neck. Those are his designs. So anyway, Copenhagen.